NUJ raised the alarm over insecurity, open grazing.
Association urged peaceful campaign ahead of Osun Gulf poll.
FRSC alert motorists on traffic diversions on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway.
ICPC arraigns El-Rufai X8 over 8.6 billion naira CCTV contract file. Now, news in details. NACDC expand operational capacity with new facility in Bayelsa. The Bayelsa State Command of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps has strengthened its operational capacity with the commissioning of key infrastructure projects aimed at improving personnel welfare, enhancing service delivery, and boosting security operations across the state. The projects commissioned on Saturday at the command headquarters in Yenagua include a newly constructed quarters guard, a photo stand, the activation of a command sick bail, and the groundbreaking ceremony for an officer's mess. Speaking at the event, the state commandment of the NSCDC, Mr. Matthew Palmer, described the project as strategic investment designed to improve operational efficiency, promote discipline, and raise the morale of officers and men of the corps. Palmer added that the achievements were made possible through the collective efforts of officers, men of the command, and stakeholders who supported the initiative. The event attracted top security officials, including representatives of the police, the Nigeria Air Force, and senior NSCDC officers, who commended the Bayelsa Command for prioritizing infrastructure development and personnel welfare. They noted that improved facility would not only enhance the performance of personnel but also strengthen inter-agency collaboration in addressing security challenges in the state. The commissioning marked another milestone in the ongoing efforts of the NSCDC to modernize its operational and provide the support system required for effective security service delivery in Bayelsa State.
Bauchi Assembly member dies. Governor mourns. A member of the Bauchi State House of Assembly representing Sagua constituency and chairman of the House Committee on Budget and Appropriation, Wanzam Zaki, has died. He died in the early hour of Sunday in Bauchi after a brief illness. The Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Abubakar Sulaiman, announced the death in a statement issued through his spokesman, Mukhtar Gaba Kobi, on Sunday. The Speaker expressed deep sorrow and described the late lawmaker as a committed and dedicated public servant who served his constituency and the state with distinction. The funeral prayer for the deceased was held on Sunday at the Gwalaga Jumat Mosque in Bauchi. The Speaker prayed that Almighty Allah forgive the shortcoming of the deceased, accept his good deed, and grant him al-Jannat Firdaus. Meanwhile, Bauchi State Governor Bala Mohammed described the deceased as a dedicated lawmaker, humble leader, and committed public servant whose life was characterized by simplicity and commitment to the welfare of his constituents and development of Bauchi State. In condolence message signed by his special advisor on media and publicity, Mukhtar Gidado, the governor noted that the lawmaker distinguished himself through diligence, maturity, and patriotism, particularly in his role as chairman of the House Committee on Budget and Appropriation.
Terrorists abduct residents, burn NSCDC checkpoint building in Kebbi. Suspected terrorists have abducted a resident identified as Yusuf Bansafre and set ablaze the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps outpost, a building and one residential building during an attack in Kebbi State. The attack occurred on Saturday night in Tasmia community in Bagudo local government area of the state. The incident was confirmed in a statement issued on Sunday by the spokesperson of the Kebbi State Police Command, SP Bashir Usman. Following the incident, the Commissioner of Police in Kebbi State ordered the immediate deployment of additional security personnel to the area to strengthen security and safeguard lives and property. The police, in collaboration with other security agencies, have commenced investigation and intensified operation aimed at rescuing the kidnapped victim and bringing the perpetrator to justice. The statement added, residents were urged to remain calm and continue providing useful information to security agencies to support ongoing efforts to combat criminal activities in the area.
Taraba sanitization shares defend salary cut for street sweepers. The chairman of the Taraba State Environmental and Sanitation Agency, Iliya Kefas, on Tuesday said the decision to reduce the monthly allowance of members of the Operation Keep Taraba Clean program, popularly known as street sweepers, from 15,000 to 10,000 was an internal administrative measure and not a directive from Governor Agbu Kefas. According to the Tribune, the clarification came a day after it told journalists in Jalingo on Monday that the reduction followed a directive from Governor aimed at managing available resources after the recruitment of new workers into the state and local government civil service. The development marks the latest reduction in the earning of the street sweepers since the program was introduced in 2023. The workers were initially engaged by the state government in 2023 with a monthly allowance of 20,000 naira. However, in March 2024, their monthly allowance was reduced to 15,000 after they were reportedly asked to either accept a 5,000 cut or forfeit their positions. Keva said the team leaders supervising roadside sanitation exercise also receive daily allowances, while the agency commits substantial resources to waste evacuations and other environmental sanitation activities. In subsequent text message to journalists on Monday, the chairman defended the decision, saying workers who were dissatisfied with the new allowance were free to leave. I have the right to ask my people to work at 10,000 naira. Anyone interested will work, and if you are not, you can go your way, he stated. He added, there is nothing wrong to slash their salaries. Do you journalists ask us how we manage the agency? The chairman also cited limited allocation from the federation account and the state expanding wage obligation following the recruitment of new civil servants as factors affecting the agency finances.
Secure Nigeria, protect citizen, criminologists urge Tinubu. The president of the Nigeria Society for Criminology, Prof. Oludayo Tade, on Sunday tasked President Bola Tinubu to intensify efforts towards securing Nigeria and protecting Nigerians. Tade stated that this was important because the insecurity challenge facing Nigeria has both national and transnational dimension. This was contained in a statement issued in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, on Sunday. The call forward a series of kidnapping incidents and subsequent killings of victims, even after ransomware allegedly paid by their relative. Newsway Online reports that a pregnant woman and some residents of Igbo in the local government area of Oyo State were kidnapped last week. The bandits reportedly killed a woman and a relative who had taken money for her ransom. It will also be recalled that scores of teachers and students were adopted during coordinated attack on Bastard Nigerian Primary School, Yawuta Community Grammar School, and Primary School Isiele in Owerri local government area of the state on Friday, May 15, 2026. Tade in the statement said the just concluded 2026 International Conference of the NSC, Team Securing Nigeria and Protecting Nigerians, emphasized the need for the government to improve the economy to reduce the propensity for crime while sustaining attack on bandits, kidnappers and terrorists. He said, as the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, President Tinubu must protect the territorial integrity of Nigeria and ensure that Nigerians are free from the fear of traveling on roads or being adopted from schools and their communities.
Adeleke campaign tackle also APC, police over violence. The Imale campaign council for the re-election of the Governor Ademola Adeleke has tackled the All Progressive Congress APC in Osun State over the spate of fresh electoral violence in the state. In a statement on Tuesday, Adeleke campaign spokesman Pelumi Olajengbesi condemned the killing of the innocent citizen in the state ahead of the August 15, 2026. According to him, in a democracy, elections are won through a ballot and not through the use of bullets. Olajengbesi also accused the Osun State Police Command of selective enforcement of law and order in the state, tasking the police of protecting all citizens from violent characters regardless of political affiliation. The political climate in Osun State has reached a fever pitch of late. Political talk on Saturday killed a 14-year-old boy in Irekpodun local government secretariat of the state, with the father of the deceased noting that the police operative were close to the scene of the incident and watched as the hoodlums shoot and kill the son. Earlier in the month, the political talk also killed a resident of Ilefe and injured about 4 others during a shootout. The Adeleke campaign and that of the APC candidate Bola Oyebamiji have traded blame over the killing and violence.
FG targets civil service renewal with mentorship to digital reform drive. The federal government is set to spotlight mentorship, digital transformation, and public sector excellence as the office of the head of the civil service of the Federation rollout activities for the 2026 Civil Service Week. The event marked this year African Public Service Day celebration comes amid ongoing efforts to modernize the nation's bureaucracy and strengthen institutional capacity for improved service delivery. Central to the program is the launch of a national-wide conversation on monitoring in the public service through the mentoring marketplace, scheduled for June 25. The initiative follows the recent approval of the Federal Public Service Policy and Guidelines on Monitoring by the Federal Executive Council. It is also expected to drive leadership development, succession planning, and knowledge transfer across government institutions. In a move that underscores the government's digitalization agenda, the civil service will also unveil and enhance IPPIS HR employee self-service application, featuring upgraded tools designed to streamline personnel management, improve workplace efficiencies, and deliver faster service across ministry, departments, and agencies.
Osun APC petitions IGP over alleged political killing, demand action. The Osun State All Progressive Congress APC Governorship Campaign Council has called on the Inspector General of Police Olatunji Disu to ensure the arrest and prosecution of all individuals allegedly connected to political killings in the state. The demand was contained in a statement issued on Tuesday and signed by Oluremi Omowai, head of the Media and Publicity Committee of the Campaign Council. The council also accused the Director General of the Imale Campaign Council, Senator Larry Oyewumi, of attempting to shift public attention from past political killing involving APC chieftains through what it described as a planned protest over the killing of a 14-year-old boy, Ezike Olopade, in Ilobu, Irekpodun local government area of the state. I therefore urge the Inspector General of Police to ensure that all suspects linked to the political killing in Osun State are apprehended and prosecuted in accordance with the law of this country.
Accord demand the deployment of Osun police force ahead of governorship election. The national leadership of Accord Party has called for the deployment of Osun State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Ibrahim Gota, ahead of the August 15 governorship election. The political party cited concern over the security situation in the state and urging federal authorities to take urgent steps to guarantee peaceful polls. The party also appealed to President Bola Tinubu, the Inspector General of Police, the Director General of the Department of State Service, DSS, and the National Security Advisor to intervene and strengthen security arrangements across the state. In a statement by its National Publicity Secretary, Joseph Omorogbe, Accord said it has become increasingly worried about incidents of violence reported in parts of the state and the potential implication for the forthcoming governorship election. The party noted that it has communicated its concern to relevant security agencies and called for greater efforts to investigate reported incidents and bring perpetrators to justice.
NUJ raised the alarm over insecurity, open grazing. The Nigerian Union of Journalists has expressed concern over rising insecurity, illegal revenue collection, open grazing, and the growing misuse of public infrastructure across Delta State. The union made its position known in a communique issued at the end of its congress in Ashaba on Tuesday. The Congress, presided over by the Delta State Chairman of the Union, Churchill Oyowe, review key social, economic, security, educational and environmental issues affecting the state. On insecurity, the union said the increasing case of kidnapping, armed robbery, court-related violence and other crime remain a major concern. The union called on the Nigerian Police Force, Department of State Service and other security agencies to strengthen intelligence gathering, deepen community policing and improve collaboration with stakeholders to restore public confidence. The union reaffirmed its commitment to promoting good governance, public accountability and citizen welfare, pledged to continue monitoring development across the state in the interest of the general public.
Association urged peaceful campaign ahead of Osun Gold poll. The Osun Development Association has called on political parties, candidates and their supporters to embrace peaceful, issue-based campaign ahead of the August governorship election in Osun State. In a statement released on Wednesday, the association urged political actors to prioritize civility, restraint and respect for the democratic process, warning against violence, hate speech, intimidation and action capable of threatening the peace of the state. The Independent National Electoral Commission has fixed the governorship election for August 15, 2026. In a statement signed by the chairman of ODA, Mr. Segun Aino, the association said elections should be a platform for presenting ideas, policies and programs that would advance the development of Osun State rather than a period of division and hostility. He urged candidates and political parties to focus their campaign on issues affecting residents, including economic development, education, healthcare infrastructure, youth employment, agricultural security, and good governance. According to him, personal attack, misinformation, character assassination, and divisive narrative have no place in a democratic society.
FRSC alert motorists on traffic diversions on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. The Federal Road Safety Corps, Ogun State Sector Command, has announced a temporary traffic diversion along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway as the Federal Ministry of Work begins the installation of warning gantries on bricks along the corridor. The traffic advisory was issued on Wednesday and signed by the Superintendent Route Commander Afolabi Odusi. The agency said the diversion would affect motorists traveling toward Ibadan on Magboro-Ibafo section of the expressway. According to the statement, the installation work is being carried out by Buildwell Construction Company. The FRSC disclosed that work had commenced at the first bridge located in front of Mountain Top University at kilometer 13 before Ibafo and is expected to reach a critical stage on Thursday, June 23, 2026. Motorists are advised to exercise patience, obey all traffic regulations, and strictly follow the directions of FRSC personnel and other traffic management officials deployed to the area, the statement said. The Corps also expressed regret over any inconvenience the temporary arrangement might cause, stressing that the exercise was aimed at enhancing safety and improving infrastructure along the busy expressway corridor.
ICPC array El-Rufai X8 over 8.6 billion naira CCTV contract fraud. The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission has arraigned former Kaduna State Governor Nasir Ahmad El-Rufai, his former senior special advisor and councillor Jimmy Lawal, and 5 others over alleged 8.68 billion CCTV surveillance contracts awarded during its administration. The Anti-Graft Agency disclosed this in a statement published on its website on Thursday, stating that the defendants were arraigned before Justice Awa Buhari of the Federal High Court Kaduna, in charge number FHC/KD/N36/2026. According to the Commission, the amended 11 counts charge border on alleged corruption, money laundering, and related offences. The Commission also named Bashir El-Rufai, identified as an elder brother of the former governor and currently at large, in one of the counts. According to the ICPC, El-Rufai, while serving as governor, approved the award of a contract for the procurement, surveying, planning, final design, and installation of a closed-cycle television surveillance system in Kaduna Metropolis valued at 8.68 billion naira to Singularity Network Security Limited. Both El-Rufai and Lawal pleaded not guilty to the charge when they were cleared in court. Justice Buhari subsequently adjourned the case until July 1st, 2026 for ruling on the defendant's bail application. That was the news week update on Bass 99.3 FM Aganga Oshogo. Thank you for joining us. I am Nafisat Saheed.
And my name is Habeebllahi Lawal.
Wishing you a pleasant weekend
ahead. Thank
Bye.
you.